Welcome to another episode of Double Time, a show that respects the viewer's time by utilizing YouTube's increased playback speed feature. These episodes will be raw, witty, and minimally edited, perfectly suited for viewing at double speed. So have no fear, just click that gear, sit back, and enjoy. Hello everyone, it's a Canadian Wi-Fi here. This is a shot of nostalgia for you, isn't it? Today, we are playing Plants vs. Zombies. I bought this game before I even was in high school. The release date for the build version that I have on my computer, I don't have it through Steam. I literally bought it back in the day. It was released in April 2009. That's before I went to high school. So we're rocking it old school, but this game's really fun. If you've somehow never seen it, it's a tower defense game, and you are the plants, and the zombies are trying to eat your brain, and that is the game. I don't quite know what I'm gonna say during this Let's Play, because it's like, it's very chill. It's such a relaxing game. Like, it honestly, at times, it can put you to sleep, because obviously the levels are gonna get a lot harder than this. As you can see, our lawn will eventually have 5 rows on it. This is more of a tutorial stage, level 1-1. But the sun is falling from the sky, and the sun is the currency with which we can purchase plants and plant them on our yard. And the plants that we plant on our yard are going to protect us from the zombies. The zombies, these guys are just their default zombies. Their arm falls off after 5 hits, and they die after 10. And at the end of every level, we get a new plant from Bloom and Doom Seed Company. Our first plant is going to be the sunflower. Gives you additional sun. And I believe in this level, we get more rows added to our lawn to up the ante a little bit. Yes, we do. Yeah, sunflowers are extremely important. It's basically your best source of sun, and probably your only source of sun, because they poop out additional sun for you, so that you don't just have to rely on what's coming down from the sky. I had an inkling, like an itching, to play this game again, and good old Richie can't play a video game without bringing it to y'all, but I had a feeling that I might not be the only person who wanted to experience Plants vs. Zombies again. Which lane? Just in the bottom lane there. Nice. Row 3. Suppose I'll be probably, like, once we have the full rows, it'll be like row 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, if you hear me referring to a row by a number. But yeah, I guess I just had that feeling that, like, if I kind of want to relive this game and experience it again, I'm probably not the only guy. There's probably someone else out there who might want to watch a Plants vs. Zombies Let's Play again, because this game is super nostalgic for me. Like, tower defense is not my genre, but this game is, the art style and music is so beautiful that it just makes it so accessible to so many people that normally wouldn't be playing said genre of games. And like I said, it's a very chill game. Like, half the time you're just kind of sitting here talking, planting, and really the early game is where you need to pay attention, but once your defenses are up and going, you can kind of just sit back and talk, and isn't that what I'm after? A series here on my channel. And this is gonna be like a short little throwaway Let's Play. I can't believe I haven't mentioned that yet, but like, this isn't gonna take very long. There's level 1-1 through 110. There's 10 stages per world, I suppose, and there are only 5 worlds. There's what, 50 levels of this game, and I think what I'm gonna do is it's gonna be about an hour per world, so it's gonna be like a 5-hour Let's Play. I'll just do one world per video, so this is gonna be like 1-1 through 110, and then in the next video you're gonna see 2-1 through 210. And I think that'll be the quickest way to plow through this game. It's just quick little throwaway 5 video, kind of fun. I've actually been watching. Okay, are you ready for more nostalgia? So here we got the cherry bomb. It blows up all zombies in a pretty generous radius for 3 rows. So it is a TSPP, a temporary solution to a permanent problemo. We still only have 3 rows. That's insane. So you always start off each level with 50 sun, which is enough to get you a sunflower. And generally, by the time the sunflower recharges, you've gotten 1 from the sky and then 1 from your sunflower. In this case, it was 2 from the sky, but you see what I mean. And then you can build up some sunflowers very quickly. And these guys move really slow, so like despite not having any defenses built up right now, I'm not worried. So here, yeah, as I was saying, the flash from the past. So anyone from the 2010 through like 2012 era of Let's Playing on YouTube will remember the name Nintendo Capri Sun. The man who made nothing but fart jokes and somehow made it entertaining. He did a Breath of the Wild Let's Play. Which, man, where did I mention that? I think I mentioned that in the Mario Kart video I did the other day. But I watched most of that, like bits and pieces sped up, but I watched most of it. And his Plants vs. Zombies Let's Play from like 2010, 2011 was one of the first Let's Plays I watched on YouTube. And it's kind of like, I watched one episode of that today and I'm like, damn, I really want to play this game again. So I still have it on my computer. I've had it on my computer for almost a decade now. Good lord, dude. So and here we are. These are Coneheads. These guys have like significantly more defense. I'm pretty sure two-piece shooters can still take it out, but as you can see, the cone has HP on top of the zombies' base HP. But the reason I brought up Nintendo Capri Sun again is because he refers to like cherry bombs, and you'll see we'll get a few other instant death items like this. He puts them under the umbrella term of TSPP, which is temporary solution to a permanent problem, which I think is a very accurate and quality description for them. A huge wave of zombies is approaching. So as you can see, there's little flags on these first early levels. There's only one huge wave per level. If you look at my mouse down here in the bottom right, but sometimes you'll get to later stages and there's going to be 2 or sometimes even 3 giant waves of zombies. So anyway, if we get a little bit of sun here, I can clean up this wave with a cherry bomb. I wasn't really thinking, but it's not going to take too much longer anyway, so who cares? Look at me wasting the viewer's time. There we go. Just a little too late. So we're going to get our 4th plant here, which is going to be a defensive plant. The Walnut's pretty interesting. I guess you could say that it's for strategy. It's your first real strategic plant. Ah, there we go. Now we're playing Plants vs. Zombies. Now, get ready to plant. Ready, set, plant. It's your first real strategic plant. As you can see, these take time to recharge, and they start recharging from the beginning of the level. Because you can block plants with walnuts. Zombies, if they do end up getting to your plants, they will begin munching on them, and it will kill your plants. But and normally, like a pea shooter or a sunflower will only take 2 or 3 bites to fully annihilate. However, the walnut is basically, it exists to be eaten. It probably takes a minute or so for the zombie to eat through it. So obviously if there's 2 zombies munching on it, it'll take 2 minutes. Or, sorry, 30 seconds. Obviously. Don't know why I said 2 minutes. Not even thinking. I'm on autopilot. Gonna wait to see where the next zombie pops up. I'm gonna guess it's right there. Plant down another sunflower. But the music in this game is phenomenal, and I mean, the composer, if you don't know, this game was created by 3 people. An art director, a music composer, and a developer, like lead coder, which is quite remarkable. But shoutouts to that music composer. Like, this game, at times, you can play it for hours and hours on end, and you're tasked with making a music score that is both memorable and engaging, because this game does involve a lot of sitting around, but not so engaging that it gets boring after hours of play, and it's just brilliant. It's really well done. But in general, like, until we get more varied plants, this first episode is going to be rather dull, because Pretty much every level is just going to be sunflowers in the back with various pea shooters along the following rows. And then if something is crazy, we can put like a walnut out in the front. And then if shit hits the fan, we have cherry bombs. And I think that's going to be the only TSPP we get. And obviously the zombies will change too. We'll get different zombies coming up our lawn, but it's not really until World 2 when they start throwing interesting things your way. And let me tell you, this game is phenomenal in the level design. Some games have interesting concepts, but the level design never quite makes it. This game is the complete opposite. I guess it has both. It's not the complete opposite. It has both an interesting concept and a really well designed levels. Like obviously the first world, 1-1 through 110, is more of like an introduction, introducing you to how the game will work. But after that, they're free to try to mess with you and go crazy with different things, and they do a really good job with it. And this is going to be the final wave, so I'm just going to drop down a cherry bomb and hopefully take care of a decent amount. So obviously you want to do it in either rows 2 or 4 because it takes care of 3 rows. I suppose you could do it in this row too, but I think right here is going to get the biggest bang for our buck because there's just 2 zombies left, and it's going to be all she wrote. So the 5th and the 10th stages of every world are going to be a little different, as here we get not a plant but a shovel. It's the natural emony. Emony. I cannot speak, man. I feel like the older I get, the more dyslexic I'm becoming. But the shovel allows you to dig up plants. So, and we also got the neighbor here. Greetings, neighbor. It's Crazy Dave. I just like to point out that the voice actor they hired, he nailed his part. The voice actor for Crazy Dave, perfection. Let the digging commence. So he's just basically teaching you how the shovel works. Bowl me a winner. So yeah, the 1-5s and the dash 5s and dash 10s are normally different compared to your normal level, as they throw a little spin on general gameplay, which I think is a nice change, because 10 levels in a row with the same setup would get a little tiresome, I suppose. Can this hit something else? Nice. So these red ones are basically cherry bombs, so if stuff goes crazy, not as crazy as Crazy Dave, but if stuff gets going crazy, then you have a little bit of protection. I remember the bowling being pretty difficult, but this is also like the 5th level in the game, and it's not supposed to be a hard game. So I'm gonna save the cherry bombs up there just in case something goes crazy. The Explodo Nut. Come on, man, you're not saying anything. This is a Let's Play, not a Let's Watch. There's not really much to say, though. I mean, I've pretty much explained the game. This is Plants vs. Zombies. You got lawnmowers at the back. And most people have already seen this game. I mean, it's not 2005. Yeah, kind of waiting. Oh, wow. Okay, they're giving me a lot of explodes. Yeah, it was a pretty nicely placed one. Can this one go down, please? Darn. Alright, I need a nice, like, deflection here. Yeah. Got a couple nice explode on us. Try not to use them. Then I can just, you know, wipe out the final wave really quick and efficiently. Hopefully that takes out someone from this next wave of zombies. As will this. Music in this game, man. It's fantastic. I'm telling you. This is a perfect bowling alley lane for an exploding up. We just got rid of like 7 zombies at once. And this will get me the final wave, so I'm going to wait to deploy that one, because it'll knock maybe the cone off of someone from the final wave. There we go. Man, I think I launched that a little bit too early. But, I mean, why am I even bothering with this when I can do that and finish the level, so... Oh! Good thing I saved some. As I take a quick drink of water and we get our next plant, which is a very important one. And one that I like a whole lot. We got SpongeBob with the buck teeth. So this is a potato mine. It takes time to arm itself, but it OHKOs any zombie in the game. And we got a new type of zombie, you always get a pan there to the right to see what you're up against. And in this one we got pole vaulting zombies. They'll jump over the first plant they come across, which can be pretty hazardous to your defense because if you have something set up like a walnut that's supposed to protect a pea shooter, they'll jump over the walnut and then just immediately start eating your pea shooter. But let me show you why I really like these potato mines. It's because right now I don't have enough for a pea shooter and I'm still trying to build up sunflowers. But all you need is 25 sun, and you can just put it at the back. And not only that, but it doesn't advance the round yet. This round only advances when zombies die. So you can just let the zombie walk all the way to the back of the screen while this potato mine arms itself. And it'll arm itself by the time the zombie gets there. And by that time, what do you know? You already have all your sunflowers out. You already have a bunch of sun. And you're going to start putting out pea shooters. And I mean, even if you pick the wrong row, it doesn't matter, because as soon as this potato mine's going to recharge, you can just put out another one. So, I mean, that's not the case in this instant, but I mean, I can still put it out like right there, and I don't even have to worry about row 4. Spud pow! Very cute game. I like it quite a lot. But again, I mean, like, how much is there to say about it? Will I be able to offer a unique twist on today's Plants vs. Zombies metagame? Probably not. But should I worry about that kind of thing? No, I really shouldn't. Should I be professional though, instead of sitting back and having a nice drink of water? Perhaps. Collect your sun, dude. These Coneheads generally need 2 pea shooters on them to get rid of them in time, but that should be enough to get rid of it. I don't actually know how many the Coneheads need by like an exact number. What I'm worried about is if we get a pole vaulting zombie on this row right here. I would prefer not to see that. And that's exactly what we're gonna get. You know what? I'll put this out here. So as you can see, they'll jump over the first thing that they reach, and they run really quick. So normally, if you have a defense that would normally work, they might be able to like marathon their way through it. If these zombies walk slow enough that normally they die, that pole vaulting zombie might be able to tank the hits and run to the point where he will not die in time. And then obviously he jumps over the first plant, so if he's on this row, he would jump over the pea shooter and then eat the sunflower, which would not be ideal. But I mean, that's pretty much it. Like I said, the first few levels aren't going to be too exciting. We're just kind of chilling here, setting up the same defense every time. And that's one of the nice things about this game too, that I know Tim mentioned, but Tim is Nintendo Capri Sun. The best part of Minecraft always is that ability that you have to just start over. And I mean, it's disappointing that every time you get to a new level, like 1.6, 1.7, 1.8, 1.9, you have to restart your whole lawn the whole time. Your defenses get erased. But isn't that always the most fun part of games anyway? Like, the most fun I have in video games is like Minecraft, start over. You have to rebuild all of your supplies, all your shit like that. And I put that on the wrong row, but it doesn't even matter. Let's just stop them up there. Who cares? Who cares, man? We've already won the round. Put down one more pea shooter. Get us out of here. And it is an interesting concept because like you can play with it. Like, oh man, what if I put walnuts out at the front every time now? And you can mess with that concept. You can try different things, and you don't have to restart the game. You get a new fresh start every time. I assume you get what I'm getting at. I'm not wording it properly, but this is a really cool plant. Pun not intended, but I'll take it. It shoots frozen peas that slow the enemy. It actually slows the enemy by half. So your damage increase, or your damage output increases by 2. So instead of putting down a pea shooter, which shoots out 1 pea, you can put down a snow pea, and it'll shoot out 1 pea, but it slows down the zombies so much that in the time that it would normally take a pea shooter to kill, you can get 2 peas off. If that makes any sense. It slows them down by half. Like, the math works out, obviously. But at the beginning here, obviously, we're just gonna be planting down one of those. Like I said, it's such a, like, pretty much, you'll see it, pretty much every level is gonna start out similarly to that, at least if we're on the front yard. Because it's pretty much foolproof. Like, it allows you to build up so much sun so quickly. And I might actually do a few more sunflowers than normal. I might actually put in a 6th and a 7th on the 2 tops and bottoms here. because we're gonna be dealing with snow peas now, which cost a lot more. You can put another one down right there. You can do that, and then we're gonna have more sun than we know what to do with by the middle of the game, to the point where we might even be digging up some sunflowers. I mean, dude, you might as well put out a pea shooter or something. Hello. And then yeah, we can put snow peas on the top, bottom, and middle rows, and then pea shooters. Yeah, that works for me. Got it all planned out here. Nothing but time on our hands. As you can see right there, level progress. We can see this one's gonna have 2 major waves of zombies, and the hardest levels in every world are gonna be 7, 8, and 9. Because like I said, 10 is gonna be a completely different concept than normal. Yeah, so this guy is actually getting a little close. Should probably do something about that as soon as we can. Yeah, we don't have anything on the bottom row yet either. There we go. So these snow peas can actually, as you can see, it slows the zombie right down to half walking speed, so he's going to be passed by this guy. And it allows the snow pea to shoot 2 times as many. So you'll notice that while a pea shooter by itself wouldn't be able to take down a bucket head, these snow peas can, all by themselves. And so we might as well get some snow peas out there too. That's gonna slow those guys down too, quite nicely. And yeah, as you can see, we have more sun. We have enough sun to afford these 175 sun plants. Looks pretty unorganized and messy right now, but I'm just trying to even up all the rows. As I think we almost have an ice flower in every row. Obviously, you only need 1 ice flower per row. You don't need any more than that. But this level's long enough that it justifies you putting out a defense like this, because this is going to be the first big wave, not the second. As now we're pretty set. We just need another pea shooter right there, and we have the same amount of pea shooters on every row. In fact, at this point, I think we could dig up these sunflowers. That was stupid, because that sunflower was about to give us a sun, but what's done is done. Because we can replace these guys with pea shooters, and now we're going to have some stacked out rows. I'm just going to wait for this bottom one to give us a sun. Because we shouldn't even have to worry about the right side of the screen right now. Should pretty much take care of itself. We can take care of that plant and then put down another pea shooter. And at this point, I mean, like, why not toss up some walnuts up here? But at this point, I mean, we have nothing to worry about. Everything's gonna be so slow that it won't even be able to reach us in time. And our pea shooters are just gonna be able to pick away at them. So I mean, I guess we'll just put out some more. Why not? A potato mine right there in case something gets through. Yeah, man, this game, right before high school too. It's been 8 years since I played it. I don't know what like compelled me or what reminded me of it today. But it's just like something brought me towards that Google search bar. Plants vs Zombies. Oh man, I remember this. This game was fun. Down to waste a few hours. The whole game can probably be beat in like 5 or 6 hours. It's not even that long of a game. But the amount of strategy and customization, personal flair that you're able to show off, because you can design your yard however you'd like. Like, no zombies even got into the second square. As you can see, it's just they get slowed down so much by the snow pea. Then you have 4 bullets per round, I suppose. Pretty much everything's just dying. I mean, no, let's not. You can just grab a cherry bomb real quick. I guess we can plop that down in the center row here, and that's the thing, you'll pretty much never run into a problem as long as you still have cherry bombs, because they They're a very solid temporary solution to that permanent problem. So, this is an interesting plan. I don't know what to think of it. I know some people really love it, but I think it's a little too situational to be like a constant plant. There are some levels where it's very, very useful, and you'll see those later. Like I said, this game involves a decent amount. It throws you some solid curveballs that actually gets you thinking in the later levels, because not every level is going to involve a straight path walking towards your house. But enough of that. They're instant kill, but they require time to chew. And as you can see now, we have 6 slots, but we have 7 plants, so we're going to have to choose which to leave out. And I think we're going to leave out the walnut, because as you can see, there's no pole vaulters, so we'll bring everything but the walnut. But I'll show you off the chomper. Actually, what should we leave off? I don't want to leave off cherry. You know what? We can play risky. We'll leave off the cherry bomb, because the chomper and the walnut play very nicely together. I said in the last level that you'll never really have a problem as long as you have the cherry bomb, but I mean, I shouldn't have a problem anyway, because we'll have the snow pea, which is just as good. I mean, the cherry bomb will allow me to finish the level quicker, but I guess I'm not too worried. And there's my 25 for the potato mine. And the nice thing is, too, is the zombies never even approach, as you can see, until the potato mine's charged. So it's almost like it was meant to be. I can just drop that back there and forget about it for a little bit. And I guess at some point I should show you what happens if they do manage to like eat a plant or get to the final back row here, but I mean, one, you've probably seen this game before, so you know, and if you don't, it shouldn't be too hard to put 2 and 2 together. We can put that there. We're gonna do the same strategy as last time with a little extra sun, because the chompers and walnuts are pretty expensive too. In fact, let's start putting out some walnuts. That was actually really stupid, because my entire plan was to use this this thing, which doesn't really work now, obviously, so let's just get rid of that. Let's get another sunflower going. That's in the middle row, so as soon as it's recharged, I'll put it down. That should still be enough time for it to charge up. Yeah. And I suppose we can start our defense. We're gonna put snow peas in the rows without the chompers. We're gonna put chompers in the 3 middle rows. I'm gonna try to get the walnuts out because they take a long time to recharge. And then yeah, snow peas are good enough that they can actually take on a conehead pretty much one-on-one, even from half. So I should be able to get that out now and have it work out. It's because once they're slowed down, and once we get back up to 150, I'll throw out another chomper here in the middle row. I guess the chomper's going there. See, as you can see, it took him like 30 seconds or so to devour that zombie. They eat the zombie whole, but obviously it's not vulnerable. So that's why this little combo here is quite an effective one. As now our 3 middle rows are pretty much protected, and we can probably just put pea shooters behind them. So as you can see, that snow pea took perfect care of that bucket head. Sorry, conehead. Here's a bucket head. So these guys, I'll toss down a pea shooter so you can see, but they have incredible HP. They have probably about 50 HP. If a zombie has 10, the bucket has 40 HP, and then the zombie itself has 10. And as you can see, it takes 20 hits for the bucket to even change to its second form, and then 10 more to change to its third form, and 10 more for it to break. So a regular pea shooter will not get through a bucket head, and I think it requires a snow pea and a pea shooter. So it would require, what, three normal pea shooters? It requires a lot. They're definitely a hard enemy this early on. But yeah, at this point, I mean, we might as well put out more chompers. Why not? Just in case something happens in those other rows. I see no reason not to. Because the problem is like a chomper will never even get to eat. gonna leave our things hungry. As you can see, he just swallowed that zombie just in time for the next one to come. So it definitely takes some time, but they're solid plants otherwise. I suppose I mean, this level's pretty much almost already over, but Suppose we can toss down one more walnut there, and this will be more than enough. As the snow pea counts, basically, it's a pseudo 2 pea shooters. So we have 2 pea shooters on every row. Now officially we do. I could probably get rid of some sunflowers and do the same thing we did last time, but I don't think that's necessary. This level's pretty much already over. There's a huge wave of zombies is approaching. Yeah, I don't even have any TSPPs, so I can't even end it. But I mean, we can put down more of these, make it end a little bit quicker. Toss in another one on the row with the although the bucket head's gonna get there first, so it's just gonna get eaten. Yeah, like the quickest way we can end that is by doing that. Take care of the bucket head quicker. But I mean, see if we have 2 pea shooters shooting on it, and as you can see there, that was 20 hits, so the bucket changed. And then he's gonna get eaten before we can see it anymore. But they have ludicrous amounts of HP. They're basically your first curveball. It's, wait, I'm not gonna be able to beat that kind of zombie with just a pea shooter. How do I do that? It requires a minute amount of thinking. And we probably just got one of the best plants in the entire game. They give it to you decently early on. It's the repeater. It fires 2 peas. It's obviously twice as expensive, but there's a good reason for it. It's because it only takes up 1 row of your garden. It's as effective as 2 rows of pea shooters, but it condenses it down to 1 row. So just like in Pokemon, you want to roll compress. And this is your roll compression right there. It allows you more space in your garden. As I think we're gonna go with that. Although I do like the chompers, but the cherry bomb's just too perfect to let go. And obviously, like, this is going to be a little bit, we're going to be relying on the potato mines a lot here at the beginning, because all my repeaters are very expensive. I don't have pea shooters for 100. I have 175s and 200s. But once I get these set up, like one of those and one of those per row, it's going to be the equivalent of 4 peas just in 2 rows. Instead of 4 rows of pea shooters, you have one that slows them down and one that shoots 2. And I totally forgot to plant. It says ready set plant. How did I forget to plant? I'm too busy yapping my fucking mouth off to trying to explain how Plants vs. Zombies works in the year 2018. Man, oh man. As I don't know. I think I might try to risk it this time instead of putting in my normal crazy amount of sunflowers. I might just go with the 5 and then start building up a defense because it seems to work okay. So we'll stick that guy down there. Should I put in more sunflowers or is this enough? I mean, we're not doing too badly on sun, but there's gonna be a little bit of waiting. Now let's put down a repeater. So, well, let's put down the repeater after we see where he needs to go, because there'll be another zombie here in a second. Same row, huh? Yeah, it's not ideal. We're just stockpiling up some sun. Yeah, I'll put this repeater down after this guy gets spud powed. So as you can see, for every like game tick or round or however the game determines how often to fire out a pea, the repeater just fires out 2 of them. And these guys can single-handedly take down cones and buckets, the whole works. Yeah, this doesn't seem to be a problem. Just the 5 at the back, and I already have enough for another repeater. I don't know if these guys can take down a bucket head all by themselves, but I've never really tested it. As this conehead might be a problem, so we're just gonna do that and focus on this row 2 here. Forget about row 5 for now. I mean, this level should be fine. It's just every so often, if you're running with the big boys, the expensive plants instead of some cheaper plants, it can get a little sketchy at the beginning. You never know. As we're gonna put out a walnut here in the center row. Actually, you know what? The repeater will probably take care of this guy. That's 6 hits. That's 8 hits. It's 10 hits and the arm falls off. 12 hits. 14. 16. 17 HP. We can toss one more down, and that should pretty much be enough until we see a bucket appear. I don't know if there were buckets on this level or not. Guess we'll find out when we see a bucket, but I'm just going to put a row of snow peas in front of it, and that should pretty much do the level for us, because once they're all slowed down, they're basically walking into enemy fire. Look at that guy. a pretty rare animation for when they die. So the -9s are going to be the hardest stage of every world. The 1-9, 2-9, 3-9, because as I said, the -10s are not a true real level. It's a mini game basically, like you saw earlier on 1-5. You just need 2 more sun. I hear that Buckethead. We need 1 more sun. Somebody. That'll pretty much solve our problems right there. So that's 20, 30. That's 40, and the eye pops up from underneath the bucket. So the bucket comes off at 50 or 60? Are they at 50 or 60 hits? Takes 60 hits for the bucket, so then 10 more for the zombie. So if I counted correctly, that's 70 HP that those bucket heads have. Just crazy. Well, that'll be all for 1-9. You can pretty much just sit here and watch the zombies die, because nothing's getting past the 3rd or 4th row. Of course, that's not what I'm gonna do. But theoretically, you could. I mean, I suppose we could put up more repeaters. There's nothing stopping us. Now we have 6 hits going every game rule, or whatever you want to refer to it as. Well, technically 5. I don't know why I keep thinking these guys shoot 2 Ps, because they don't. They slow them down, so that over the course of their entire journey towards your house, they take double the amount. Not technically 2 Ps. But, I don't know. If someone wants to count and see how many Ps it takes to kill that Buckethead, post it down in the comments. Or maybe I can just look through it and post. Or I could just look it up. There's probably a wiki for this, dude. I don't know why you think this is like this new upcoming indie game. This is a game you've had on your PC for a decade. You saw it in an old folder. Hello? Anyway. Maybe we might get enough for a cherry bomb here. We just need 4 sun, 3 sun. And we might get the cherry bomb close to the end of the final wave, but this is going to be the final wave. This is going to be the hardest level of World 1. Still not that hard, as you can see. We just need 1 more sun. Let's put an end to all this, as that's going to be all. And we don't get a plant, but we get a note. Who could be writing to us at a time like this? Hello, we are about to... I can't read. I was laughing because I remember the note. Hello, we are about to launch an all-out attack on your house. Sincerely, the zombies. As you can see, we have every zombie type that we encountered so far. And the music is incredible. So, if you can't pick it out, the idea of this is that there is no sun. You basically just get given plants, and you can plant them however you like. And how I like to do this is build up 1 row of each at the back. And then, after that, just plant them wherever you'd like. Because you're going to get too many plants to even know what to do with at this point. These levels can get absolutely crazy. You're given so many plants. I don't even know if it's possible to lose them, honestly, as long as you're just planting things down. Like, they won't get near your house. But as I said, the music is incredible, and I feel awful talking through it. Although, come on, bro. Is this a let's play or a let's listen? This is a let's play. Let's talk a little bit. Talk what's going on. So yeah, as you can see now, I have 2 rows of repeaters, a row of snow pea, a row of pea shooter. Now I'm just placing down plants because, I mean, why not, dude? We have 4 cherry bombs. That's enough for each to kill every zombie of each huge wave. Like I said, these levels are more fun. They're like a celebration that you beat the world, if anything. Do that and this. Clear them all out. Put down another one of these. I mean, I could probably put this right there, and they'll never even get to it. That'll be a testament. We'll see if any zombie even gets to that point. We'll know. I'd honestly be surprised if any zombie activates either of those. But as you can see, they pretty much give you every plant that you've been introduced to so far. And they throw every zombie that they've introduced to you so far. Yeah, if one of those actually blows up, then we'll put the walnuts down. But if not, I mean, there's no reason, right? Like, why put a walnut out there? And now they're just bombarding us with walnuts and such. I do love that the walnut's facial expressions change. At first he's happy, and then as he slowly gets eaten, he turns more and more like, whoa, what's going on? As these bucketheads, as you can see, when the bucketheads aren't slowed down and there's 3 guys eating on 1 walnut, he gets pretty unhappy, that little sad face. But we should probably put down another walnut here. And this many repeaters and pea shooters and peter eaters, and I mean, these guys don't stand a chance. They're just walking into enemy fire at this point. And put down a potato mine right there. And it's gonna get eaten, but it almost didn't. You can chomp away at something, it'll get eaten pretty much immediately. But I mean, we don't even have enough room to plant. Like what, we dig up pea shooters and put down repeaters? So that's what our life is now. I mean, we might as well put down some walnuts. And obviously I like that just prevented me from even putting down cherry bombs, but somehow I think we'll be okay. Like, I almost don't even want to blow up the final the final wave. I just want to see how quickly we can take care of it. Like, obviously the bucket head will be the last, but look at this. We have like so many shooting at it. It doesn't even matter, bro. Now, as you can see, we're gonna get another plant here, and it's gonna require 0 sun. And you might find that very interesting, but there's a very good reason for that. And I guess we're gonna talk about it in the next episode. Shoots short-ranged spores at the enemy, 0 sun. So, let's head back to the main menu, and next time, guys, we're going to be taking on 2-1. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope it brought back a little kick of nostalgia. Next time, I think I'll be explaining a little less about the game, and probably a little bit more of a casual, hey, how you doing? But whatever, dude, just end the video, bye.